I want to give you a little tour of our idea book, or called our catalog, and try to make sure that I get all the page and go through. But I wanted to point out some things. These are our ink spots. These are actually our full pads, but I wanted to kind of show those right quick. But and this, if in case you're asking or wondering, this is a bone folder, which helps when you're doing when you're folding your paper. And then I had a friend of mine that bought the little jump case on here. So with the idea book, one of the things that it will go through in different pages, but this is what I've been talking about this week, which was on the paper pumpkin and different ways of subscribing. You can do month to month, or you can do prepaid, where you just do 1 month, one and done, or 3 month, 6 month, or 12 month. I like the versatility of the subscription because I can skip a month. I don't do Halloween, so I will skip my September, but I let all of my customers know what the next month kit will be. So it kind of helps to pre-plan, or you're going to be on vacation. And then throughout the catalog, there are lots of stamp sets. Some of them will have dies. For example, on this one, I just got this monkey one, and it has the dies. This one actually has a punch. And then there are for Father's Day that's coming up, we have a suite, so you can get the paper that matches. These are the stamps, and then there are the dies that you can make. So similar to these samples, where these are already cut out. So some people will call that fussy cutting, but the die sets really make it nice. Another thing for Father's Day are these images. I have seen some of them use them as silhouette, like all black and a silhouette, but you can see it even for the bikers of the family. There's different stamp sets, but our stamp artisans designs are amazing. So it really helps in getting some good images for scrapbooking, for your cards, for gift bags, boxes, gift tags. These are our color families. So whether it be, and the reason why our colors and our projects are so unique is that the ribbon, the paper, the ink, the markers are all colored so that they will blend together, coordinate together. But if we do by families, it actually helps for them to blend well, as far as these colors looking good with those colors. So neutrals or regals or subtles. So these are our color families. With our ink pads, for example, so these are two that I've had for about 10 years. This is a new style. They upgraded with technology. These became better and more efficient. But I will get the ink spots for, this is actually red, sorry, for the ink pads. So that keeps them juicy and bright. I got some from a store I will not name, for a project, because I didn't actually have a color in my set, in my arsenal. And after the project was done, I only did 50 cards. The ink pad was dried up and done, and I had no way to replenish it. So these have a longevity that makes your projects and making your investment very, very affordable. These are just a couple of our designer series paper. These are unique. They come either 6x6 or 12x12. We are having a special this June on designer series paper, or we call it DSP. And these may be just for your backgrounds. These actually have the prints. One of my favorites that I had, I purchased, was this beautiful peach paper. And so it comes in a pack. There's generally, it will have different colors, so you can coordinate your pads and your paper with the designer paper. And then a lot of people that do scrapbooking, or even with cards, these are just a few of the dies that you can use your die in embossing or your Big Shot to run these through and get your impressions. So whether it be similar to a punch, which I'll show you. Some people will use the dies like these when they're more intricate, or they can use a punch. This is for my vase, varied vase stamp set. So versus fussy cutting them, I can just punch and I can get my images out in one shot. So if I'm doing mass production, and these are our special stamp punches that we get. So when we're doing a project either by dies or by punches, it just makes the project well. So when you're looking at the embossing or the die cut machine, or big shot, wherever they call it in your world, but they have, if you have a solid sheet, you have not really a lot of dimension with that, but with the big shot you can use our embossing folders, and the embossing folders gives you a texture, and that kind of helps. So the folder kind of goes around the paper and runs through the machine, so that makes it nice for die cuts. So when we go through and we look at joining, a lot of people have joined and they have several companies they may manage. Some may just want to get their feet wet and get discounts. I love things on sale. So if you got a starter kit and you just want to get the starter kit and basically be done, there are lots of cellophane bags for the fairs coming up this summer. There are boxes for gifting. There are bags. You can do a project, and for $99 you could get all your supplies for the project and be one and done. I kind of like that phrase. I use it a lot because it does give you a one-stop shop. So for $155 of product, it's only $99 this month. So that's our special for joining. And my team, we do a lot of workshops. I have a YouTube channel. But let me just share a little bit about the uniqueness of Stampin' Up. They have a Make a Difference. They have a day of service, which is for local community, helping address the food insecurity by packing meals and donation, which drives just around the world. But we have a lot of different countries that we are present in. There is Heart of Stamping. The Heart of Stampin' Up is an application-based scholarship for supporting and their cause. Last year we supported a project called both Dogs with Wings and Ken Anderson Alliance. We are in our incentive trips that are for demonstrators. What happens is that the top achievers participate in a service project, which then gets donated, and all those proceeds go to local food bank. We have a demonstrator philanthropist, and each of them support local causes with their passion, and where they will all take all proceeds and make them available for that cause and charity. Then we have a product give back. One of them right now is the Nourish and Flourish kit. When that's purchased, they actually support organizations, again, for feeding and helping end the food insecurity. So anyhow, thought I would give you just a snapshot and try to put in a nutshell some of the benefits. And as I learn my way through this, thank you for all of your patience in stepping out and expanding my connections, contacts, friendships, and this form of social media. Thanks so much.